genuine. Genuinely a month old.
Welcome to Game Day Battle, where Cleveland sports news meets biased and outspoken opinion. Everybody's here today, so we've got a huge show. Dale Shantz-Tersey.
Hey, what's up? That's me.
That's Dale Shantz-Tersey right there.
DST right there. Save yourself the tongue. The tongue twister.
Yeah, okay. They could go a lot of different ways. We'll let that go. But DST, living large, and Ramon Torres. Do it again. Do it again. Hold it. With some special edition gloves.
Courtesy of DST.
And Chris Agbanaya.
Yep. There's triple XL.
Yeah.
Monster hands.
That's pretty cool. Actually came from...
Those are Nike exclusive.
Can we say where they came from?
Probably
They came from somewhere. They're legit, though. We know they're legit.
They are legit. They can be yours for $99.99.
Plus shipping.
And handling.
All right. Anyway.
Hey, Brett, how you doing over there, man?
Finnegan showing his Illyria Pioneers love for some
Yeah, they're
reason.
having a great season this year. That's why I'm
No, we were all fall. Oh, wait, no, we weren't.
Nope.
And his invisible gloves.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sign of the Irish.
Oh, there's some Pioneers on there.
I thought this was the sign of the Irish.
How about that Irish 4-0? Is that for real? Say what?
Probably not.
Hey, you're ACC bound? Trying to prove themselves?
Say what?
So we will, speaking of college football, we gotta hit the Buckeyes for a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of fun there, and Braxton Miller, well, he's looking kind of like a quarterback.
Quality win.
Quality win.
First one of the year.
Over,
First road game.
A road game over a good team and a solid defense.
Up down there.
So we're going to get some spilled milk to cry over with Browns 0-4. Slightly different than...
I like spilled milk.
Yeah.
Because it turns into cottage cheese.
Yeah, this
which is what I like.
This is very spoiled milk too, Dale, so...
I'm going to find the cottage cheese in there.
Going up
Sure
against
do.
the Giants.
Yes.
Who you know a little bit about. And that is going to be... maybe more than we've had to deal with all season long, possibly. So we're going to look at the game Thursday night against Baltimore. Overall, probably not a bad game, but definitely some finer points that we can pick apart and look forward to what's ahead this coming Sunday. So we're going to hit that. Of course, Manny Acta is no longer an Indian. So the question mainly is he victim of poor roster, just a bad situation?
Scapegoat?
Scapegoat, or did he not do all that he should have been doing to make this team what it should be?
Was he acting like a fool?
Acting like a fool?
Probably. Maybe.
Acting like a fool.
Poorly played, but good
Acting
attempt.
up.
Manny Acta's my coach.
So we're gonna hit that, and of course we got to look forward to who's going to lead this team, or what kind of a coach should lead this team moving forward. We're going to hit all of that first. As usual, I got to start with the Browns because they are our bread and butter.
Let's break it down.
Game Day Battle is brought to you by Bamboozle's Restaurant and Lounge in Parma. They have the best drink specials anywhere. Seriously, buy one, get one free drinks. How often do you hear of it? You don't. They do it twice a week. Billy's mom makes the pasta sauce all the time, and the burgers, you simply won't find a better one. Check them out, bamboozles.com. Again, bamboozles.com. When you go there, tell them GDB sent you.
Let's do it.
All right, so the Browns came out, they played hard, we played a good team and a team that has shown the ability at least to put up a lot of points. And they didn't put up a lot of points against us. We were in fact in that game, it was a close game, and Mr. Little Hands at the end of the game decided to do what he does best and not catch that ball. So I want to start this off with, this kind of stems from the little drop. If you were to take Greg Little and Josh Gordon, two guys that really, Greg Little needs to step up and become a premier receiver, and he's had the ability in the past. He's also had the targets to make it happen, but he hasn't been able to accomplish that. You just lost your gloves, man.
That's good. You can wear them.
Okay.
Josh Gordon was supposed to be a guy that can come in and make a difference this year. They picked him, second-round draft pick, and they believed in him and said a lot of good things about him. He's done, I think he's got 7 receptions over the course of 4 games. He's basically non-existent. Greg Little keeps dropping balls. He keeps, let's just say he's not receiving them, whether they're his fault or Greg being Greg. So my question is, if you were to just simply increase Greg Little's receptions by about 50% and increase Gordon's his contribution by about 50%, it puts them into about an average NFL range. Does that make the difference for us in one game? Are we 1-3 at that point? Could we have won 2 of these games we played? Are we 2-2 at this point? Are we that close? Score-wise, we've been, but in gameplay, are we that close that just simply having those 2 receivers act like average NFL receivers, we'd be there?
I don't know if they would have got the win, but they definitely would have tied the game. I mean, that drop was just huge. You know, props to WEEDON for putting the ball there, and maybe it was just a little bit behind him, you know, when he went up for that fourth quarter game tire. But to drop that ball, he knew it. He knew it. That might have been the straw that broke the fans' back as far as he's concerned. I'm hearing all the Braylon Edwards jokes coming back. Greg Little can't catch a cold. But it's his time right now. They're invested in him. He's on paper as the number 2 wide receiver, and they're going to roll him as long as they're paying him. Josh Gordon is young. They brought him in to learn the offense. Anything we got out of him this year, you know, we agreed earlier was a bonus. So even if it is just 7 catches, it's just not his time right now. They're invested in Greg Little, and he's going to be the one out there, whether he's catching them or dropping them.
So increase their performance just 50%, which isn't that much. I'm not saying double it. It's just what they've done. Take half of that and add it.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that's the difference in another touchdown, a few more points in a couple of these games?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that I've noticed. We're not getting blown out of these games. We got a very young team, but we're hanging and we're competing. And at times we're even frustrating other teams. I even saw it in Ray Lewis's face when he saw Richardson take that touchdown, and they're like, wow. A Cleveland Browns player that can actually do something. Maybe we got something to worry about here, you know? So it's really nice to see these young guys going out there and just playing hard the whole game through. It was really great how we were still in it at the end there. You know, some poor decisions. But, I don't know, you give Greg Little that catch, I think it was a different game. You go back last week against Buffalo where he dropped that wide open on a 3rd down in the 4th quarter, and he had greenage in front of him where he could have added 10, 20 more, maybe even 30 yards on the end of that play, and just a wide open drop. So you wonder, you're a wide receiver, it's your job to catch the ball.
Standing in the end zone to tie the game at the end of the game, that is if nothing else, that's the one thing that you have to do.
You want to be a breakout wide receiver, you need to make that catch because it wasn't that tough of a catch. The ball hit him in his hands.
If you want to be an employed wide receiver, you got to make that catch.
Absolutely.
So, Brett, Dale nailed it. We've been in all of these games. They've been very close. Why should you even bother, right? But these have been very close games, and you look at small plays, individual plays throughout the course of a game, and of course they all add up to create the whole game and to lead you wherever you're heading. But if you just look specifically at these 2 receivers, and even if you want to just look at Little, as Dale was kind of saying, you know, he wasn't expecting much of Josh Gordon. I think that the team was, but in either case, are we that close to becoming a 2-2 team or 1-3 team, which we'd be fairly content with right now? Are we that close that just these guys, one of these guys, if not both of them, can step up just a little bit more and make it happen?
I think we could have been. We could have beaten Buffalo. We could definitely beat Baltimore, at least tied it up. It's very small, annoying things that's keeping this team from winning. And, I mean, it's a bunch of small things, but it's like Dale nailed it. You have Greg Little, then you had Travis Benjamin against Buffalo, also wide open, couldn't catch the ball, dropped it. That could have been for a touchdown. You know, it's and my biggest thing with, you know, especially with the Baltimore game, if I just rely on that, is the play calling. We had 12 seconds left. You don't throw up 2 Hail Marys. You have 10 yards, you try to go for, you know, the 10 yards, somehow go out of bounds. You don't go for 2 Hail Mary passes. You do that when you have 4 seconds left. Easy enough. You could have had 3 other plays. The second Hail Mary pass was it was a Hail Mary pass. It Hail Maried right out of the stadium. But I agree, Greg Little. You know, it's very small things. You know, he's got to work on his handling, his catching. So does Travis Benjamin. I think we could have had some other good catches there. We could easily be, I'd say, what we played 4, we could be 2-2 right now, especially with Philadelphia and the way they played against us.
Are we close enough to where we want to be? And we would love to be a 2-2 team right now. Are we that close that we are just a couple guys stepping up and suddenly we're sitting pretty?
Definitely, especially defensively. We could easily be 3-1, easily. You know, we even step up, guys catching the ball, defense, secondary is looking horrible. It's like this, you know, we could see those big losses and Hayden not being there, stepping out, Phil Taylor, those kind of guys like that, you know, who we brought in to be those big name players, and they're not there, and you can see the impact they have. You know, that goes to show you, like, these guys really do help our defense. Not if we, you know, we lose somebody like, who was that in the secondary was getting eaten up over there in the corner. Antoine Bowden was having a field day with him.
Screen.
Oh my God. Like, it was just one after another, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't have the skill. He's got the desire, but
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, back to the Greg Little thing, he missed that touchdown pass, but then you go out and you watch Antoine Bowden catch some wild pass that Flacco dropped in there. Like, those are elite wide receivers do those type of things. And you want to be an elite wide receiver, those are the catches you got to make no matter where that ball hits you. They hit the hands, you bring it in. I think this sealed Pat Shurmer's faith here. I think he's definitely going to be ousted right along with the front office, everybody. I think he's going to come in and clean house. You're not even showing this guy anything, you know, what do they have to offer him? Like, why should I keep you around?
Yeah.
You know, you're out here, it's embarrassment you're 0-4. You know, you're playing hard, but you're making dumb mistakes. And that's the reason why we're losing. We're not losing because we're getting blown out of games. We're losing by dumb mistakes.
well, and that's exactly what I'm sure Shurmer would go into Haslam or anybody he's got to report to and say, look, we have been this close to winning these games. We are on the path. If you go and make big changes right now, you are upsetting this balance that we've created. And there's probably some grounds for that. That's probably legit. I just don't see that if any other coach would come in here, they couldn't do what little bit they've done so far.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't even see Shurmer finishing out the season.
Well, and maybe a good indication of where his head is. He held a press conference, and of course he addressed the Greg Little issue. and I don't know if you guys heard this, but he starts out by saying there's no excuses and there will be consequences. And then he goes on to defend Greg Little about how hard he's tried, and he's making good progress, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, wait, if there are no excuses and there will be consequences, why are you giving excuses and where are the consequences? It's really sad, and the fact that he doesn't catch himself saying this, he probably doesn't catch himself acting like this either to these guys. So they know they've got a lot of wiggle room with him.
Yeah.
And you know, you almost like you want to see somebody come in here and just kick ass, like somebody with like a coward who's got some big name that the guys are going to fear and respect. It's not going to happen.
Bill
but
Cowher thing.
I understand. But do you understand why I said that?
Yes,
it's a name,
I do.
and it's a name that these guys would instantly respect. So he could come in and say, "Do this
exactly.
or else," and they're going to think, "Do this or else."
That's what I miss. Sorry, that's what I miss about these coaches. Like these head coaches in the NFL are not. Yeah, I mean, besides you saw like Mike McCarthy. I mean, even with the game against New Orleans, he got in everybody's face, even including his players. You don't see half these teams like on the NFL that have these you know coaches that show passion for this team.
That it's possible that Holmgren knows that he's out of here, and he's known that since Lerner said, "By the way, I'm actually going to sell this," and maybe that's why he's been quiet.
Hey, I'm going to my English pro soccer premiere.
Right. I mean, so Holmgren may not even be that invested, and he may be like, just counting the days down until he gets to go home.
But I'm sorry, if I was Holmgren and I had a new owner come in, I would be busting my ass right now to do something.
Not when he got paid $50 million to do nothing.
Yeah, there's no way that Haslam is going to pay Holmgren another $7 million.
But in order to keep a job,
and let's be honest, with a little Holmgren truth, we all know why he really took this job in Cleveland. Number one, because he was overpaid. At number 2, and I mean no disrespect, his wife has breast cancer, and she was going to the Cleveland Clinic to get her treatment. He figured, why not come here, coach, take the GM job, and $12 million to go along with it while he was here for 3 years on his wife's treatment. Just throwing that out there for you.
All right, well, it's possible.
I can dig it.
Well, and, you know,
I feel
and
like an asshole.
Yep.
he probably thought it was
You are.
an easy situation to walk into and change it. Sorry, Dale.
It's
Nice can't get breast cancer.
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Week. That's why I brought that up, so I could share that with you and spread awareness of the
Where's your pink?
disastrous disease
Where's your pink?
that is breast cancer. So I meant no
The
disrespect.
whole month of October, I thought, was a whole breast cancer thing, isn't it?
It is.
Can you give me a
let see.
pink bow?
Yeah.
Like just a little.
Looks good, Dale.
Thanks, man.
You're good in a bow
Can
tie.
you give me one too?
A Kentucky bow tie?
I'm not sure what that is.
I like this.
Kentucky bow tie.
You want one?
You guys are pretty styling.
Yeah. Awesome.
Because we care.
We're just gonna give Ramon
We care about
a bow on his
tatas.
head.
No.
Let's
There you go.
give Ramon a rusty trombone.
Dale, you can do that. Me and Brett are gonna leave for this.
Cincinnati
We'll
bow
keep the
tie.
camera rolling for
Is
you.
that what it is? A Cincinnati bow tie? I called it a Kentucky bow tie.
At least I've heard of that.
Time he got.
Yeah, but not the kind of hot pocket you're thinking. Anyway,
One from Alabama.
we have to move
Alabama.
forward, and we have to face the New York Giants.
How about we rephrase that and give them their due and call them the
New York Football
reigning
Giants.
Super Bowl
Oh,
champion
that's past tense.
New York Giants.
All right, and I will because I am a fan of them now because they've taken Brady out
God.
2 times, and I hate Brady. I'm a fan of anybody that does. Twice denied. Him and
40 points on my
Belichick.
fantasy team. Thank you, Brady.
Yep. And one time got Belichick to storm off the Super Bowl field in a hissy fit as the Jeopardy question went, and that's awesome. So I'm an Eli Manning fan. I think he does get knocked around a little bit when he probably shouldn't. He should be treated like an elite quarterback. Not say knocked around like in the press, like he doesn't really get that respect that he probably should. He will. He will.
He shouldn't.
He should.
He will. Yeah. And
He's
it's-
already better than Peyton. Sorry.
And it doesn't matter what the Giants do at the beginning of the season because they've shown they get it together, they bring things together as the season goes on. So anyway, Dale's going to be wearing some blue this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm wearing my orange and brown right now, though. I got my Browns love on there. I love this matchup more than Cleveland, Pittsburgh, more than New York, Philly, New York, Dallas. Cleveland and New York, it's kind of just grew to be my two teams. I have my AFC Browns because I've lived in Cleveland my whole life, and I have my Giants heritage that I inherited from my father Harlan, and I've kept going strong my entire life, been a diehard Giants fan. And every 2 years I get to see this matchup. Every 4 years, the past 2 years, I've been lucky to see the matchups here in Cleveland, and man, I really wish I could get out to New York for this one, but it's hard to find confident 0-4 Browns fans that want to shed money out to truck it out to New Jersey to see the Brownies lose to the Giants. But I love this matchup. One of my favorites in the NFL, and I'm very excited about this weekend. And can I drop my prediction here?
This is the time.
I got the Giants winning this one, man. No surprise here. I think they're going to get revenge for that Monday night defeat 2 years ago. The year after they won the 2008 Super Bowl, so I guess that was actually 4 years ago. So,
All right.
now they're going at it in New York, and I got the Giants 41-24.
Oh, going big.
The Giants D is suspect. They lost Kenny Phillips. Their secondary is just depleted. Prince Amakamura can't do nothing back there. He's a joke, and they might be able to move the ball through the air, but that line is gonna really frustrate Weedon. I'll tell you what, you're gonna see a lot of sacks this weekend.
All right. Well, that is pessimistic for the Browns,
Yep,
but you sound kind of happy about it.
that's how I feel, though. That's how I feel, man.
Yeah. Well,
We're losing games, but we're young, and we're in the games. You know what I mean? If you thought we were going to the playoffs this year, you were an idiot to begin with. So just be happy that
So
these
that
young
we-
guys are.
Yeah.
These
this
young
wasn't-
guys has the possibility to thrive, and they're making progress. And
so this wasn't the 13-3 prediction year.
No, that was last year.
okay, because it
That
was
was
about the
last
same
year.
outcome.
yeah,
So, All right, Ramon. You've got the G-Men. You've got the Brownies in New Jersey, battling it out. You've got the Browns coming off of some close games. They've always been in them, even when they probably shouldn't have. When I say shouldn't have, in the sense that the other teams have played really well against other teams in our division. Do you think they're going to pull out some more magic this weekend?
As everybody knows, I hate the New York Midgets.
Ooh.
And
step back here.
Never been a big fan of them. Only time I rooted for them was when they played against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
So you rooted for them twice, then, is what you're really saying?
No, only this last time where he caught that thing on the hand. I can care less about him now.
Oh, you mean the second miracle catch to
Yeah,
continue that drive in fourth quarter? And
No, not the over-the-back type turnaround one.
I think that one was even more glorious than the Tyree catch.
No, I just think that was no respect to Tyree. Got cut the next year. But anyways, I'm going with the Browns. I'm not rooting for the Giants. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I think we're going to take them. And it's going to be Browns 27, Midgets 24.
It's a real defensive game. 6 touchdowns. Boom!
Defensive game last week.
All right, well, moving on. Brett, are you as optimistic as Ramon or as pessimistic
You
as
know,
the Giants fan over here?
I do like to go back to the Monday Night Football game where we destroy the New York Giants at the Super Bowl. You know what? I believe they can do it again.
Ooh.
But not this year. The Giants are going to win.
Oh.
I'm going to say 34 to 10.
The gloves are coming off.
To 10.
I should slap you with those gloves. Give me these things.
I'm done being optimistic.
All right.
I'm always optimistic about this Browns, like a 13-3 win last year.
And for all you bettors out there, this does have Vegas written all over it, so be careful.
Yeah, you warned us about that. Well, it's,
So, Mike, what do you think about this New York Football Giants and the Cleveland?
You know what?
Compound?
I don't fear the Giants, and no disrespect to the Giants, but come on, look, they've been a mess one week and solid the next week. They've been back and forth. We could get them in a mess week. They could be all upset about their loss. They could be fuming from their loss and come out and play really well. I think it's going to be a good game. We're going to play them tough, but there's going to be quite a bit of separation maybe later in the game. And I'm looking at the Giants 37, and the Browns 24. So I'm giving the Giants a good win, but it's not going to be as far apart as you're thinking.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep.
I don't think so.
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to come back and find out what happened, and Dale's going to have to cry a little bit.
And I'll be wearing blue next week.
I'll be
You're not even really a Browns fan, are you? You just play one on TV?
So that means you don't want the
Pretty good Browns fan.
Philly, half a
Is that a racist joke?
No.
Okay.
Just no habla español, man. That's all.
Well, the real question, I think, is, was Manny Acta a victim of the situation, a bad bunch of owners,
The situation.
a horrible staff, horrible roster that's been gutted over the course of a number of years, and high expectations?
Can I start?
You can go.
Oh, God, here we go.
I've been asking
Everybody
for
get
this.
your pillows out.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I've been asking for this all season. The dude sucks.
Yeah, okay.
He's horrible.
You can't even manage them.
That's
You can't even manage yourself. Look, 3 seasons
Doing pretty good right now.
in Washington, all losing seasons. We bring him here, 3 more seasons of all losing baseball. It's worthless. It's what it is. You bring in a coach who's used to losing, that's what he's going to instill, losing.
Wait, that wasn't 3 losing seasons here. That was a half of a positive, really good season, 3 years in a row, and a half of that. So those were 1.5
What'd that
bad
get us?
seasons.
What'd that
1.5. Hey,
What'd that get us?
that was
In
a
the
lot of fun. Hey,
Better
In the playoffs?
playoffs.
Nope.
Exactly. That's what we're here for. We're here to make playoff games.
Did we not have fun? Did you go
This
see
is
the game? It was fun.
another
We did see
way
some good
of
games. We did, it
being
was
cheap.
good.
That's being cheap. We didn't go out and get none of them big name coaches out there because we didn't want to pay. That's it. We're
So
known
that's
for that.
it. We're just done. We should just like
That's
pull up?
Acta's fault.
And you know
We'll
that's
bring in a
deep.
cheap guy. Hey, let's go. Let's see what he can do. Maybe he'll help us. Maybe we'll even try to make the playoffs. We'll get ready excited, and we'll shoot them all down again. And that's what happens every year in this dumbass city.
So it's pretty much about a worst case scenario for an Indians fan, and I'm also just gotta throw some love out there. Cincinnati Reds.
Oh,
down
God.
south. Hey, I was raised there.
Hey,
for a lot of my
hey, congratulations to Brandon Phillips, another Indians player. that's
ex-Indian
making
player
it
who's
postseason.
Yeah,
he's
what do you
outstanding.
know?
He's outstanding. Well, and I think that watching the two teams, both of them were bad for a long period of time, and to see one team sort of slowly make those steps that you need to, and they had their couple of years that everybody said, oh, they're better than they're winning more than they should, and of course they tapered off at the end of the year and into disappointment. And then they had last year where they were really, really good. They got in there the first game of the playoffs. It was the first no-hitter I think ever thrown in MLB playoff history. And then and they were four and out. So they've had this slow progression with a lot of sort of failure along the way, but always getting better, always getting better. And this year they have been a solid, dominant team all the way through. Everybody gets it done in one way or another, and they built that team slowly, and they built the team through consistency. And when they needed a coach, they went out and got a proven winner that had built a team slowly before in Dusty Baker. And that is exactly, I think, how a team has to build. And hopefully they move on past the first round this time. But even if they don't, the fact is they're
they
playing
made the playoffs,
competitive
exactly.
playoff baseball every year, and they can beat any team in this league any given day. And that's an exciting situation to be in. And I got to be down there when they clinched. And that was huge. That was just awesome to see. And I want to see that here. I want to see that in Cleveland. I want to see that down at Progressive Field. And
It's sad. Who knows if we ever get to see that.
that's funny. I like that. All right, well, we have a very small amount of time left, so we've got to just squeeze in a number of raising of the beers right now. And I think just to keep things moving, we're going to kick it off with Ramon Torres.
Well, I'm raising my beer to Cleveland Indians on another losing, sucky-ass season that we're all known to come and love.
All right. Dale Shantz-Tersey.
I'm raising my beer to my coveted matchup this Sunday, Cleveland Browns at New York Giants. This is football fantasy for me. I mean, I love this matchup, and I can't wait to watch it, even though it's one of the most pointless games in the NFL this week.
Yeah.
To me,
Are you serious?
it is, man.
And if we win?
I mean, it's an AFC team versus an NFC team. The game means absolutely nothing. But it means a lot to me, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
All right, well, life will be fun. Brett, we're going to get to you in a second. I just want to raise my beer to the Cincinnati Reds. And as I just went through in the last segment, you've come around from a team that couldn't do anything right to a team that has made the playoffs 2 years in a row, and you've played some amazing baseball down the stretch, and you've been dominant. You've done everything you needed to do. Hats off to you, and wear the jersey proud.
Hats off. Come on.
Brett Finnegan, I have saved this moment for you. I wanted you to go last. You could talk as long as you wanted, but remember, we got about 30 seconds left. So, but besides that, as long as you want.
Wait, I'm going to pour some beer out to the Indians organization and the front office and to the owner. Finding Manny Acta was a complete scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
This beer got us talking all kind of crazy.
Can I get a
Skip's-a-goat.
Can I get a quick collage of all of the mangled words?
Preservatives.
Scapegoat. There you go.
Scapegoat.
Antonetti got to go. Shapiro's got to go. I will raise my beer though to Cavs opening up training camp. Another Cleveland team we look forward to. Hopefully a winning season there.
Buddy.
So if there's a B coming, this is like 3 raisings.
Yeah.
No, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I didn't get to talk last time, so you shut your mouth.
All right, you go ahead.
And then B, it's October. That means hockey season in the HL. So this weekend. Monsters preseason starts in Grand Rapids.
Hey.
And starts in Toledo. If you want to go to see them, Toledo. They also play in Ann Arbor.
Wait, Brad. Nobody wants to go to Toledo anyway, so
I'm just saying, if anybody wants to go, hey, if anybody wants to go out there.
And see,
I'll be in
today's
South Carolina, so. If you need to find a travel agency, go to Eddie Money's Travel Agency.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well played.
So, yeah, that's it. It's October. We can look for something different than baseball and.
Whoa!
We can focus on a losing Cavs team. All right, let's do it.
Stay alive!
Scapegoats.
To our 750th show.
What's up with that 70th show? Is that 70th show?
Yep.
Well, this is the show, but
We're going to call it 74 and a half.
but I think you're incremental.